Hey guys, how you doing today? Kyle here. It is currently Saturday this afternoon, May the 17th. I figured I'd make a little video today. I was kind of in deep thought. I was on a little walk and I was kind of in deep thought actually, and I figured, maybe I should just talk and do a microphone and stuff today. And today I was thinking to myself, I was like, now this might sound weird to some of you, but I was thinking, I was like, why is it that in the very beginning when you play games or it was all fun, right? It was fun. But I noticed that the older I've gotten and now, here I am in my 30s. Isn't that crazy to think about? Time sure does fly. It doesn't feel like gaming is what it once was. I don't know if it's because I'm just gotten older or the fact that I have played over 300 games plus since the age of 5 to now. I've played literally that many games and I've streamed it and I've posted content about it. But I notice that gaming isn't nearly as fun as it used to be. I don't get excited like I used to be. And I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older or what, but it's just gotten so much harder in general. Like, I still like playing games, but I notice that it's gotten a lot harder to enjoy the little things now. Like, don't even get me started with multiplayer games and online games like Overwatch and Rivals. That's a conversation, right? That's another one. I just I don't know. I don't understand why things are the way they are. And let me cut to the chase here. So basically, moral of the story, moral of the video that I'm basically recording on is I noticed that when I got really good at something, I feel like I was getting isolated and it was kind of like a lonely road. The better you got, the more alone you got. Maybe I was around the wrong people. Maybe the negativity got to my head. But I noticed that when I got really good at something, it felt like nobody could really relate to it, so there was less to talk about, right? Whereas like where you're bad at something, people kind of like laugh and giggle because you're bad. But like when you get really good at something, it seems like the jealous personalities would come out. You know, in other words, your Patrick Bateman's would come out, and that to me, like, I think that hurts a lot, and it's something that I think we all struggle with. Where maybe it is better to stay, bad at something and then being able to just laugh at yourself that you're bad at something. I don't know. It could also just be maybe everybody's doing the same thing. So everybody wants to be a streamer. Everybody wants to sit and play games and make a career for themselves. Everybody wants to be the next XQC, Tim the Tatman, etc. And I'm thinking to myself, I was like, maybe that's the hard part. Maybe it's because there is nothing but Patrick Bateman's on the internet, right? Like that's kind of like the joke I'm getting at. Like everybody's a businessman. If you've seen American Psycho, you understand where I'm coming from. But that's what I'm kind of getting at. I was like, maybe it's just impossibly hard to grow as a content creator because I'm on year 4 right now, and it's actually gotten so hard to make new content now because I just simply like don't make any money off of it. Like, and shout outs to graphics and Al and Cecil and Hank and all the people that have still subscribing and Toy Sailboat and stuff. Like, shout outs to you guys. I love you guys. But I'm saying that, like, even my 5 regulars that I still have after 4 years of content creation, I noticed that it's just gotten so hard now where I just don't make enough money to even be able to, like, make scrap. Like, I can't even afford food, right? So it's definitely come to the realization that I can't do this for a career. But it sucks because, my passion for gaming's been around since I was a little kid. I remember I wanted to play games for a living. I remember just being laughed at by my teachers. This is like 2000. So this is like 25 years ago. But and then people are able to do that, and I was like, well, what am I doing wrong? And I keep asking myself that, and I I've been taking walks, I've been working some under table jobs, I've been just trying to do the best I can every day. I've been trying to get in shape because I've been a diabetic since I was 3, and I'm trying to really take care of myself, and I'm like really really trying to do that, and sitting and playing games isn't exactly the healthiest thing in the world. And it's weird because I mean, I was doing like marathons where I would walk on a treadmill and I would see how many miles it takes to 100%, Banjo Kazooie, for example. I was so proud of that. Same thing with DK64. I was so proud of some of these videos, but nobody watched it. Nobody followed, nobody subscribed, nothing. I got nothing out of that. And I thought that was such a cool thing to do, promote health, and that went nowhere. I just like, what does it take? How unique do you gotta be? And I just felt like rambling today, just spitting my thoughts. We did Comic-Con, and I had probably the most fun I've had in like God knows how long it's been since I've had that much fun. Toon Fusion was so fun, man. That's what the backup channel's for. This is just kind of the gaming channel, but or excuse me, reaction channel and an anime based channel. But and obviously this is on the gaming channel, but I'm just saying that like maybe I've been sitting at home playing games too much. Maybe the internet has gotten to my head, and now that I've kind of been putting gaming to the side and kind of doing other stuff and venturing out and going in the real world and meeting people and having fun and stuff, I feel like it opened my eyes a little bit where gaming has been a part of me and part of my life for so long, and my passions were so heavy in that I've missed out on the little things in life. And I think I'm finally starting to get full circle here where I'm starting to really appreciate the little stuff. But this is pretty much a big ramble. I just wanted to talk into a camera today and just bullshit my thoughts. But if you guys made it this far, I just want to say thanks. But yeah, I pretty much just got what I wanted to get off my chest. So yeah, thanks for listening, and I'll see you guys probably in a little bit. Take care, everybody. GG.